You know, we expected a highly contested game. I have great respect for their program, what they've been able to accomplish when Coach Flannery was here, and since Coach Paulson's been here. He's a fabulous coach. They got really terrific players. They do things the right way. So we expected a game like this, the hard fought game. I'm just proud of our guys. The third game in I think 6 days on the road. We had a 7-hour bus ride last night. We got stuck in traffic, and to come back and play at 2. And I thought for stretches of the game we really did a great job.
Did you feel like you might have been out of the woods when they made that run, got it to within 10, but you got the offensive rebound, you got that drive? Do you think you might have been out of the woods at that time when you pushed the lead up to 20, or?
I was hoping we were out of the woods, but when you're coaching, you just we were trying to coach to get better, and that was the whole thing. We were up 20. It was a timeout. I think it was 7 minutes to go in the game, or so. I don't know.
Yeah.
And our whole thing was, are we good enough to extend the lead now? Can we extend this thing? I thought the look on my guy's face, we looked a little tired, to be honest with you. And I'm not going to blame their run on that, because they did a great job of executing, and they got their shooters open, and those guys made some unbelievable shots down the stretch to bring them back. So it was great execution on their part, and really they stepped up to the plate and made a great run. But all great programs do that. That's why Bucknell's been a great program.
Talk about the play Maurice made with 7 seconds left.
Huge play. Probably sealed the game for us. He's a terrific guard, and I thought that was probably the play of the game down the stretch, to be honest with you.
Coach, how about this scenario? I know you're giving Bucknell a lot of credit, but your guys look faster all night. And how about the scenario where your guys just took their foot off the pedal in say, the fourth quarter, more or less, and then never were able to really put it back on?
I thought we lost our concentration. And I think in the past we've done that in games where we've been up. We've had a hard time of maintaining that level of concentration that it takes to be a great team. And you can just see it in them. They just kind of, we kind of just lose it, and we kind of get into this, this pace that's not conducive to winning. And I could see that. And it was the play I was going to call timeout. It was right before the TV timeout. In the second half, when I felt like we needed a timeout, and DJ Irvin turned it over. I could sense that we needed a timeout, but I was going to wait for the scheduled timeout to come, and that's been what we've fought since we've gotten together with this group of guys, and we have to, I think it's not been every game, but it creeps up, and we have to learn how to fight that off.
How's this game compared to the game down at American, which you lost, of course?
Yeah, I thought. That game, I felt like the first 5 or 6 minutes, we played it a lot like we played a good portion of this game. We got out of the gate early. We're up 13-2. We were playing great basketball. We made some substitutions, and then immediately the game went the other way, and it stayed like that the whole game. We could never regain the momentum in that game. And so this game, we were able to sustain that level of play for longer stretches, and I think defensively was the big thing that we were able to do for a good portion of the game.
Do you have any explanations that your guys really were getting open all night? It seemed like when they wanted to get inside for a decent shot, they were getting it most all night. Well, I mean, the Bucknell defense just wasn't working, or you guys really had the offense going? Well,
I thought we did a good job. I think we have good players. They play the game the right way. They share the ball. We had good spacing, I felt like, and Don Morris made some really tough shots in there, over Fitzpatrick, and I thought, he kind of, we were able to ride him a little bit in that second half.
What was the explanation on the technical foul? What happened?
He said all game there was, my guy was swinging his arm or pushing off, and he never said anything to me about it. I was a little disappointed that they didn't come over ahead of time and say, hey, you guys got to watch this, and to call it at that time in the game, I just thought was a tough call. Tough call. I thought the refs did a great job all night. I just thought that was a tough one.
How about your defense overall? You made them shoot over top of you a lot.
Yeah, it was a shame. It was a shame down the stretch because we really had it at a good level, and then they just started banging shots. You watch them and they're just great shooters. They just are. they're able to knock down shots, you know, and Air's been, you know, making those shots for 4 years, but the kid Breakney and the kid Haas are just terrific shooters. You give them any space, it's going in.
Your tour through the Patriot League so far this year, about what you expected, or what surprises that you weren't expecting?
I didn't expect to lose by 30, you know. But no, I think it's been what I expected. It's a terrific league. You know, being in the Ivy League for 7 years, I had great respect for the Patriot League. We played against a lot of these teams, and I know all their coaches pretty good. So we expected it to be, a league that really executed at a high level offensively, that played the game the right way, and the kids compete, pretty consistently in this league. I told our guys that the thing that we were going to have to be ready for is that teams were not going to beat themselves in the Patriot League. They don't turn it over. They don't take bad shots. They are where they need to be defensively. They believe in what they're doing. And I told our guys we weren't going to just be able to step into this league and rest on our talent and win a championship. That we were going to have to be committed to the things that we want to do, and also